Question number 14. One card is drawn from a well shuffled deck of 52 cards. That means the number of possible outcomes is equal to 52. Find the probability of getting king of red color. Now, probability that it is a red king. There are 4 kings in the whole set of 52 cards, 2 red and 2 black. So what is the probability of a red king? It is 2 by 52. Probability of an event is equal to number of, the statement is compulsory for the exam, divided by number of possible outcomes. Should always mention the statement for full marks. So probability that's a red king is 2 by 52, or you can reduce it as 1 by 26. Next question is, find the probability that it is a face card. Probability of a face card is, one suit has 3 face cards, that is Jack, Queen and King. So the total is 4 into 3, that is 12 by 52. It is 6 by 26 or 3 by 13. Next one, a red face card. Probability that it is a red face card, out of the 12, 6 are red face cards and another 6 of black face cards. So you can 6 by 52 or by 2, it is 3 by 26. Fourth subdivision, Jack of hearts. Probability that it is Jack of hearts. Hearts shows a symbol. Jack of hearts means there is only one card in that Jack with the symbol of hearts. So it is 1 by 52. A spade. Probability that it is a spade. A spade shows a symbol, or it is one of the suits. So there are 13 cards of the same, or it is 1 by 4. Next is Queen of diamond. Probability that it is Queen of diamond. Diamond represents one of the symbols, and Queen of diamond, there is only one card with that particular Queen of diamond. So it is 1 by 52. That completes question number 14. Question number 15. 5 cards, 10, Jack, Queen, King and Ace of diamond, a particular symbol diamond, are well shuffled with their face downwards. Only 5 cards are taken and it has been shuffled, and they are kept separate with their face downwards. One card is then picked up at random. What's the probability that the card drawn is a queen? So here the number of possible outcome is only 5. The selected 5 cards, number of possible outcome is equal to 5. Now, one card is picked up random. What is the probability that the card drawn is a queen? There is a queen in one of the cards, so the probability that it is a queen is 1 by 5. Then, if the queen is drawn and put aside, that means the queen is removed from the set, what's the probability that the second card picked up is an ace? The queen is kept aside. Therefore, the number of possible outcomes now is only 4. There are only 4 cards. From there, a card is picked out, and what is the probability that it is an ace? Probability of an ace is equal to 1 by 4. And what's the probability that it is a queen? Probability of a queen is equal to 0 by 4, which is equal to 0 because the queen has been kept separately. That is question number 15. Question number 16. 12 defective pens are accidentally mixed with 132 good ones. It is not possible just to look at the pen and tell whether or not it is defective. One pen is taken out at random from this lot. Determine the probability that the pen taken out is a good one. So once again, 12 defective pens are accidentally mixed with 132 good ones. So the question says that there are number of good pens is equal to 132. Number of defective pens is equal to 12, and these defective pens are mixed with the good ones. So what is the total number of pens now is 132 plus 12, which is 144. So number of possible outcomes is equal to 144. Now the question is, what's the probability that the taken out is a good one? Probability that it is a good one is, the number of good ones are 132 divided by 144. You can reduce it as 66 by 72, again 33 by 36. Number 16. Number 17. A lot of 20 bulbs contain 4 defective ones. Underline the word a lot of 20 bulbs. That means total number of bulbs is equal to 20. Out of that, 4 are defective ones. Number of defective bulbs is equal to 4. Therefore, number of good bulbs is equal to 20 minus 4, which is equal to 16. And now, one bulb is drawn at random from the lot. What is the probability that this bulb is defective? The probability that it is a defective bulb is equal to, there are 4. It is 4 by 20 or 1 by 5. Second part of the question. Suppose the bulb drawn is not defective. That means the bulb which has been taken out was a good one. There were 16 good bulbs. From there, 1 has been taken out. And it is not replaced means that 1 bulb is kept aside also. In that case, now, the second case, what happened? Total number of bulbs, from 20, it has become 19. Because whatever is the case, the bulb which has been taken is not replaced. And now, by mistake, it was not a defective one, it was a good one. So, the defective is still remaining as 4. Number of good bulbs automatically became 16 minus 1, 15. That means out of the 16 good ones, 1 has been taken out by mistake. So number of good bulbs is equal to 15. And the question is, what is the probability that the bulb is not defective or it is a good one? The probability that the bulb is not defective is 15 by 19. It became 19 because it is very clearly said that the bulb is not replaced. That means it is kept separate. So the total number also will get reduced by 1. So the second case answer is 15 by 19. Question number 18. Mark it as an important sum. A box contains 90 discs which are numbered from 1 to 90. 1, 2, 3, etc. up to 90. That is number of possible outcomes is equal to 90. Now, if one disc is drawn at random from the box, find the probability that it is a 2-digit number. In this set of numbers, the 2 digit starts with 10, 11, 12, etc. up to 90. You can find the number of favorable outcomes with the help of arithmetic progression. You can get the value of A as 10, B as 1 and AN as 90. The formula AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into B. 90 is equal to 10 plus N minus 1 into 1. 80 is equal to N minus 1 or N is equal to 81. Or a second method, since they are continuous numbers, you can also say as 90 minus 10 plus 1. 90 minus 10 is 80 plus 1. Plus 1 is involved to include both the numbers 10 and 90. So that is why this way also you can calculate if it is a continuous set of numbers. Or for any set of numbers, if the common difference is same, you can use the help of, you can take the help of arithmetic progression. So what's the number of favorable outcomes here? It is 81. Therefore, probability of a 2-digit number is equal to 81 by 90 or divided by 9 is 9 by 10. Second question is a perfect square number. Second part is from this set a perfect square number. The sample space is perfect square number. 1 square is 1, 2 square 4, 3 square 9, 4 square 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Probability of a perfect square number is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 9 by 90, that is 1 by 10. The formula, favorable outcomes where possible outcome is compulsory in all the questions. Then a number divisible by 5. Number divisible by 5 in this set is 5, 10, 15, etc. up to 90. With arithmetic progression, you can take A as 5, B as 5 and AN as 90. AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. 90 is equal to 5 plus N minus 1 into 5. 90 minus 5, 85 is equal to N minus 1 into 5. 85 divided by 5 is equal to N minus 1 or N is equal to 18. Therefore, probability that it's a number divisible by 5 is equal to 18 divided by 90, which is equal to 1 by 5. In all the problems, I am once again reminding you, the general formula, probability of an event is equal to number of favorable outcomes by number of possible outcomes has to be written during the exam. Number 19, a child has a die whose 6 faces show the letters as given below. The die is thrown once. What's the probability of getting the letter A and letter D? So the sample space here is, the sample space is A, B, C, D, E and A. What's the probability of getting A? The probability of getting A is 1, 2. 2 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or it is 1 by 3. The next is probability of the letter D is 1 by 6. Question number 20. Suppose you drop a die at random on the rectangular region as shown in the figure. What is the probability that it will land inside the circle with a diameter 1 meter? So here, the possible outcome is the rectangular region. The possible outcome is area of the rectangular region which is equal to area of a rectangle is length into breadth, that is 3 meter by 2 meter, or it is 6 meter square. And what is the probability that it will land inside the circle with a diameter 1 meter? And the favorable outcome is area of circle, which is equal to pi r square, or the radius is, the diameter is 1 meter, so radius is 1 by 2. So pi into 1 by 2 the whole square, or 1 by 4 pi. The probability that the die will fall inside the circular region is equal to 1 by 4 pi divided by 6, 1 by 4 pi into 1 by 6, or it is pi by 24. That will be the probability that the die will land inside the circle with diameter 1 meter. Question number 21. A lot consists of 144 ball pens, of which 20 are defective and the others are good. So the total number of ball pens, the total number of pen is equal to 144, out of which number of defective pens are 20. Therefore, number of good pens is equal to 124. Nuri will buy a pen if it is good, but will not buy if it is defective. The shopkeeper draws one pen at random and gives to her. What is the probability that she will buy that? She will buy only if it is a good one. So the number of good ones are 124. Probability that she will buy is equal to 124 by 144. You can reduce it as 62 by 72, or it is 31 by 36. Then the probability that she will not buy, is equal to 20 by 144, 10 by 72, or it is 5 by 36. Question number 22, you can refer and do it on your own. Number 23, a game consists of tossing a 1 rupee coin 3 times. So when you have the question on tossing 3 coins at a time, or 1 coin 3 times, the possible outcomes or sample space is HTH, HHH, HHT, or HTT. Similarly, TTH, THH, THT, and TTT. So these are the 8 possible outcomes, or this is the sample space. And now Hanif wins if all the tosses give the same result, that is 3 heads or 3 tails, and loses otherwise. Calculate the probability that Hanif will lose the game. That means he wins the game if all the 3, that means if the coin, all the 3 coins shows head, or all the 3 coins shows tail. So the probability of winning is, out of 8, 2 outcomes, that is 2 by 8. Therefore, the probability of losing the game is equal to 8 minus 2, 6 by 8, or it is 3 by 4. Always try to write the sample space. Question number 24. A die is thrown twice. What's the probability that 5 will not come up either the time? And the second question is 5 will come up at least once. So when a die is thrown twice, so these are the possible outcomes, or the sample space I have written here. It is number of possible outcome is 36. The number of possible outcomes when you throw 2 dice is 36. The question says 5 will not come up either of the time. So that means the outcome 5 should not be there at all. So when the first die shows 1, 1 5 should not be there. Similarly 1 5, 2 5, 3 5, 4 5, and all these 6 outcomes plus 6 5 should not be there, which shows that all these outcomes and all the outcomes with 5 on the first die. That means a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That means the question is 5 will not come up either of the times. So number of favorable outcome is equal to, this 11 times should not be there, means 36 minus 11 by 36 minus 11, or it is 25. Therefore, probability of the event that 5 will not come up either time is equal to 25 by 36. And the next question is 5 will come up at least once. That means 5 should be present, which shows that this 11 outcomes is the favorable outcome. For number 2, the number of favorable outcome is equal to 11. Therefore, probability that 5 will come up at least once is equal to 11 by 36. By this, chapter 15 probability is also over. During exam, for each question you should mention the statement probability of an event is equal to number of favorable outcomes by number of possible outcomes. In many questions I have not written, but for exam you have to write the statement at least once in your answers. This completes the syllabus of Standard 10. I hope students you have benefited from my classes, and I wish all the students great success in your exams.